River.
Who's there? What do you want? We're just sitting here, not bothering anybody. Working hard. We're but we don't need anything from you. You've got some...
Impressive.
We're Dalrita. We make sure that the Camelot scum infesting Cuanacht don't even dare to think about heading south. Imagine a Camelotian who's also a deserter. Unbelievable. And catching a deserter? Now that's a real treat. We do what any honorable warrior would do with deserters. We help Camelot get rid of their cowards. You could say those vermin owe us thanks to us, they're well fed. And Denham, a Camelot legate, he commands the he's decent enough. And he pays a good price for deserters. Aye, there are. We've been here for 2...
It all seemed innocent at first. They were just supposed to help the
Ha, sure. And those nitwicks from Cuanacht. So when the troops arrived, they were caught completely off guard. The Red Priests came along with the troops. And even now, as the Camelotians aim to take the menhir, the village is torn.
She won't. The goddess doesn't like...
Shut your mouth. You're flapping your gums like a wench in a bro... Anything else? Oh, you... Good...
Remain vigilant. You'll pay for that in...
¿Y cómo recupero mi brazo? A ver si este vendía brazos, a ver.
Hello.
¿Que le intentaron arrancar o qué?
Someone like me.
What are you poking around here for? You're one of them, aren't you?
Calm down, Bryn. No one will be so stupid as to show up here after making some. You'll have to excuse Bryn. None of someone has been sabotaging our equipment for the past few weeks, and it looks like it's a professional job. They seem to know perfectly well how to make life, and after what happened last time, my people have had enough. They refused. Bandits, probably, or rebels from Cuanacht. The workers refuse to keep working. Well, there's no denying that not everyone from Cuanacht is happy. I can understand them, in a way. We made them destroy...
They should just give up. If they piss Denham off, it's not going to be pretty.
Britain, calm down, please. Remember, it's for their own good.
And we have our orders, for which we are held accountable. It's us or them.
The bandits used to come at night, destroy our equipment, and then disappear. But last time, they beat one of the guards. The poor sod was just lying there, like a tenderized steak for the whole night. He lost a lot of blood.
It turned out that Aedwin wasn't himself anymore. His head was all...
Yes, he was delirious. Kept seeing strange things.
We have to catch them.
Something needs to be done, that's for sure. But for now, we wait. Then on... So, if you want to earn some money, we could use your help. One of the workers claimed they're familiar with the area. They mentioned a cave. I'm not sure. So... That's good. If you discover anything, come back to me, eh? I'll send someone to Denholm with...
Always a pleasure to see you.
Need anything? Sorry, I don't have much time to talk. With all the sabotage lately, we're already... I was hoping we'd be getting ready to head out to Borough, but now, I'm not even sure it'll happen. Wouldn't surprise me if Camelot just took the men here and left the rest of us behind. Yeah, when Camelot started looking for workers here, I was the first to sign up. And truth be told, there weren't many up. But Sign said I made the right call. Promised she'd help secure a good spot for us in Borough. There's no point staying here. Even if the weirdness doesn't come, there's nothing. Soon we'll be begging on the streets. This is no place to... She's Camelot's quartermaster. Tough lady. You'll find her near Craftsman's Row. She's always looking for more work. I trust she'll do right by us. Nah, and a lot of folk aren't too happy with those of us who signed up. If they want to waste their lives here, fine. But that doesn't give them the right to Wait. Could you drop by my house and let my wife, Enora, know she'll have to pick up my wages from Sign again? I won't be able to make it on time in the next few days. Thanks for the help.
You, doing okay? You look familiar. Yeah, that's it. You look a lot like him. Yeah, sorry about your father, but trust me, those priests mean well. They took him to the island asylum to cure him. What are you doing here? Did the Camelotians drag you to work here too? Those thugs messed up that poor sod from Camelot pretty bad. Right, there's this cave dug out by the Cuanacht folk about 100 years ago. My old man told me it was meant to be a shelter in times of war or... I was there a couple of times when I was a kid. If you ask me, that's exactly where those thugs who beat up the guard could be hiding. Really? I could have sworn... Oh well, my mistake. In that case, good for you. Sure as a terrible... They brought in machines and soldiers to keep order. You must have seen them. I don't know if you've heard, but they're planning to move us to Camelot. They say it has something to do with the men here and the weirdness. But I don't. I say they should back off and stop sticking their noses where they don't belong, eh? Or they might smell something their royal noses aren't prepared for. Sure. Oh dear, I'm pretty sure that's not allowed.
Each day feels heavier.
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on hall watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem. Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the menhir, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the menhir react to you? I see. You have a habit of not taking things seriously, don't you? But this is no trick. Come now. You must have... The local men here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. Tell me, do you know what this means? Is that so? That would be quite the discovery. The people of Avalon still believe the legend that Merlin, under King Arthur's command, raised the menhirs to protect us from the mist that spawns monsters. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the menhir represents, for some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Cuanacht, my subjects, and for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken. Officially, they say they want to gather all the menhirs scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to that is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of... I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms. I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the menhir reignited, the people of Cuanacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. If anything, I expect rebellion to break, and bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want. I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights who must face a long-lost terror. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a... I want you to speak with Dinho and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Cuanacht, and as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job. With the men here active again, everything. Calamity shield, you say? And that shield rests beneath the menhir. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries. I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic. And the people of Cuanacht are and you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. Do you need something?
Just keep your head down. Just passing through? Good. Just keep your head down. Just passing through? Good. I don't want any part of this. Stay back, or I'll yell for help. Ah, a new face. I am Anselm, Major Domo to Lord Yvain. Any business to be done in Cuanacht usually passes through my... From managing the court's affairs to ensuring Cuanacht doesn't collapse under its own weight, it's my duty to keep things running smoothly. Not an easy task, given the times. And you? What brings you here? Wandering so close to the heart of Cuanacht's business. You don't strike me. Life at court is a delicate dance. It's calm on the surface, but underneath, managing affairs, settling disputes, keeping the wheels turning. It's not for the faint. Lord Yvain means well, but he makes decisions slowly, too slowly sometimes. Not that I complain. It's a role I've accepted, and one I'll carry out for us. It's a quiet kind of chaos, but one we must master, for the sake of Cuanacht. Challenging doesn't begin to describe it. The court is the heart of Cuanacht, and if it falters, the rest follows. That's it. But if I'm honest, it's the plague that keeps me awake at night. I've seen what it does, how it spreads, how it steals. I lost my family to it. The only reason I'm still here is because I was locked away at court while they were quarantined. Since then, protecting this place, keeping it safe, has been more than a duty. It's been... Farewell. If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
The lost one cannot hear you. She walks again the paths she forsook, wading through familiar darkness. Well met, my friend. Strange to see you beneath these noisy skies. I find I much prefer the quiet depths of the sea. There is a place in the depths that calls you. A domain both mine and not mine. Lingering, I have a certain fondness for it. Its beginning was your doing, Arthur. Now that you have... Quite so. Though it would do you good to show some respect. It calls itself the Sanctuary of... That is a name you should remember, my friend. After all, you would not be here. By descending into the coldest depths of the sea, do not fear. But there, my part ends. I trust you will not keep me waiting too long.
isn't this a sight? Gardens, the open sky, and a bit of quiet. Neither did I, to tell the truth. One moment I'm by the sea listening to the waves. Next, like the wind picked me up and set me down where it pleased. Aye, it's been happening for as long as I can remember. Thought it was some druid's prank when it started. One of their spells gone awry. I even asked a crow once if it had anything to do with it. Got no answer. But if this is the way of things, who am I to complain? I get to see the stars from all sides, and the best part? I never have to worry about where to go next. Not in the slightest. If the winds of fate decided to carry me themselves, who am I to argue? I'll make the most of it, wherever I land. And look at this. Landed me in a fine garden, with fine company. Fate must think... not much, I'm afraid. But I've heard it's a lovely place. Good folk. They've got a treasure here, you know. A shield given to Palamedes of House Tarion by King Arthur himself. Someday I'd like to see it with my own eyes. Imagine the history in that. Something touched by the old king. Now that's worth a trip. With safe travels.
No idea. The menhirs were Merlin and Nimue's domain. I was mostly just relieved they worked. Although I've always felt an odd sense of familiarity with them. I think they reacted to the power we now wield. The four-dweller element within. But why and how? But tell me, are you well? You were unconscious. I'm not inside your mind. I can watch, and sometimes your feelings, your pain, they're yours alone. I cannot take. Throughout my life, I've rarely been idle. This helplessness feels... I'm sorry. I know this isn't a... You're strong, and you're not alone. I know this fate, so I promise, as long as I'm here... Well, the apple has fallen far from the tree. I don't see the heir of Palamedes. His ancestor was a ruler devoted to his people. He was even capable of defying and evading. I see a man trying to please everyone. Decisions are never easy. I see that the current lord is trying to delay that moment. And I fear it's his people who will suffer most because I know much time has passed. I just hope Palamedes' bloodline wasn't diluted by the carelessness.
I've got my eye on you. Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying... You feeling better now? Ah, that's Yvain for you. Get someone who lights up our men here. Maybe even saves us all on his doorstep. And you should go see Ailey. She works at the hospital. Might be able to help. Though the girl's step. Did you speak to our lord? Or did he toss you straight to that snake of his? Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here, though, as you've... Truth is, I was hoping that, with what happened at the men here and all, you might have Lord Yvain's... Maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on my behalf? Because he doesn't bother listening to us common folk, even when our livelihoods are at stake. If we're lucky, we get to air our grievances to Anselm, but wait for the Lord's decision is always his answer. How long can we wait? We're not some lazy nobles. We don't just get to put our lives on hold. We've got to eat, damn it. And unlike him, we have to work for our meals. Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem with my place. And last I checked, Yvain's still our lord, not one of those Camelocians. What gives them the right... I know. I was here when the outbreak hit. Lost some of my best patrons. But the Red Priest, every new case gets carted straight to the asylum, and we haven't had one in a good while. I tried talking to the Camelocians. They told me to piss off. Now Yvain... I thank you, stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least he could do is make Camelot pay me some kind of... Damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Cuanacht. I'll wait here for...
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after what happened. The All-Mother herself must... Whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. I can only... Besides, I'm more concerned with the impact your little spectacle had on the sentiment. You've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided or what the consequences will be if it proves true. There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Why shouldn't a priestess take part in leading? Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation. He needs all the support he can get. And supporting him in this endeavor only benefits the residents of Cuanacht. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters that require a more hands-on approach perfectly well. Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain Tarion, my dearest friend. You're wondering why I'm here, aren't you? I'm wondering the same. I thought I'd find solace or perhaps even grief. May the All-Mother... You'll regret that decision.
The less attention, the better.
Like many things in Avalon, it seems. But yes, sometimes unnervingly so. They had the ears and hearts of the people, and they made them rather bold in voicing their opinion. As you can imagine, we didn't always see eye to eye. That led to some... I couldn't allow people to openly disagree with me, no matter the influence they thought they held among my subjects. The temple's representatives didn't approve of my use of the weirdness during the war, and they made their opposition public. I decided that such opposition deserved punishment. Sometimes it's necessary. In times of war, a leader cannot appear weak, cannot afford to look on. Call it what you like. But war demands obedience.
Buah, eras un hijo de puta bueno, Arturo.
I should stay out of trouble.
Do you need something? I know. I already asked Anselm to tell her to wait. Honestly, I'm not about to argue the legate over one inn. Not when there are far more pressing matters at hand. I don't doubt that. But Cuanacht is... I wouldn't be surprised if Denholm shuts the inn down out of fear of rebellion. And I'm hardly in a position to challenge his decision. We all have to endure these inconveniences. Well, surely she's been given some sort of compensation, hasn't she? You're the one who spoke with her. I don't have my records on hand to check. Besides, it was Denholm's call. If anything, it's Camelot that...
Stay quiet, stay safe.
I know. I'm not... we all... Well... Oh. That is unfortunate. Very well. Tell her she'll be paid part of the damages from my coffers. And I'll speak with Denholm about her situation. when I have the time. I can't offer more than that. As long as this stalemate with Camelot holds, reopening the inn is out of the question. That's my final decision. Now,
Bueno, voy a merendar.